everybody, welcome back to this random journey. Today is December 2nd, 2020, and I have decided I want to challenge myself this last month in 2020. It's been a challenging year already, but yeah, I want to jumpstart a healthier lifestyle, and I know that I can do it in December, even though there's so much crazy that happens in December. So I think what I want to do is I want to limit my sugar intake for the month of December. So as I'm sitting here drinking my cup of coffee for my breakfast this morning, I'm getting a late start to the day, but I was thinking about the amount of sugar I have allowed to creep into my life, and so I thought, you know what, I need to completely just go off of sugar. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I can completely give up sugar, because obviously I like creamer in my coffee. I like, you know, to have the occasional pancake breakfast with syrup on there. So I thought, instead of completely cutting sugar out, all added sugars, I would limit my sugar intake for the month of December. So I decided I needed to set some ground rules, obviously. So I looked up what the amount of daily value would be recommended for, and it's actually different for men and women, so I'll throw those numbers up here. So I would like to stay in those numbers. So for a woman, I would like to stay in that number for a woman. That alone is going to be super tricky in the month of December, because we have multiple birthdays in the month of December, as well as we have an annual baking day at my aunt's house, which is nothing but sugar-laden candy, homemade candy. If anybody knows anything about homemade candy, and if you saw my video, I think it's been a couple, maybe a few years ago, I kind of did a recap of that day. So you kind of know that will be a hard day for me, and the days after that, because candy usually comes home. And then also, Christmas is usually geared around sweet things. Like we have eggnog, and we have, you know, pancakes and syrup, and we have juices, and we have all kinds of just treats. So, and then you get to New Year's Eve, and when my mom always puts on a really big bash for New Year's Eve, and there's usually lots of sweets and junk foods and that kind of thing at that as well. So limiting my sugar for the month of December is going to be so hard, but it's something I'm determined to do because I really want to get my health back in order. Many of you know I've gained a lot of weight. If you look back at some of my older videos, you know that I have gained a lot of weight over the last 3 years or so, just with all the crazy things that's been happening in our life. So this is more of a jump start to that. So that's what this video is going to be. It's going to be a progression, a month-long endeavor to get my body jump started with a lower sugar intake. So let's get started and see how this goes. So I am halfway through my cup of coffee for the day, and I thought, you know what, I need to look and see how much sugar is in the creamer I use. So I use about 2 tablespoons. So I'm going to go over to the fridge and see. So I've been using this. This isn't typically what I used to use, but I've been using this recently. French Vanilla Coffee Mate. And it says that it has 5 grams, which is 10% for 1 tablespoon, and I put about 2 tablespoons of this in my coffee, and I usually have 2 to 3 cups in the morning, so I might have to cut back my coffee. So yeah, that's 20% of my daily value right there. I think that's pretty crazy. 20% of my daily value for 1 cup of coffee. So if I have 2 cups of coffee, that's easy to do. I sometimes have 3. If I have 2 cups of coffee and limit myself there, that means I will have used 40%, almost half of my daily value of sugar for the day. So we might only be having 2 cups of coffee because if I have 3, then I'm really gonna not have any sugar left for anything else. So yeah. Alright, lunch for today. Gonna do some potatoes. So I think I'm gonna put some mayonnaise, but I need to see what the sugar content is, and this is actually Miracle Whip. I usually do regular mayonnaise, but we got this instead this time. Sugar's 1 gram, 3% of my daily value for 1 tablespoon, and I'll probably have 2, so let's do that. And there it is. That will be my lunch. And I decided to add a piece of chicken which had this sauce on it, and I calculated that it probably had about a tablespoon of sauce maybe on it. Well, today definitely went over the amount that was allotted by 19 grams. I didn't realize how hard it was going to be to just bring it down to the recommended amount. So yeah, I'm feeling like it's going to be a challenge because I didn't have breakfast this morning, only had coffee with my creamer in it. But I did go shopping today, and I picked up some different foods and different things, like some cucumbers and some carrots and just some salad stuff. And then I also found some sugar-free creamer, so that should help bring down the sugar content in my coffee. I had 3 cups of coffee today, which was 30 grams by itself, so it was over my allotted amount for the day just in coffee. So that's going to help a lot, I hope, with the future days to come. So today's just day 1, and I went 19 grams over. So also today has been a pretty stressful day, so I actually got dinner out and brought it home, and so that I'm sure did not help in this this challenge. It's just been a really stressful day. I haven't been feeling well. I have a migraine, and that's because my blood pressure is really high. I'll try to throw up my reading that I just took right before making this video. It was higher than I would like it to be, especially after just kind of sitting and relaxing this evening. So hopefully, if I continue on this challenge the rest of the month, we will see my blood pressure get better, I would hope. I'm also hoping to lose a little bit of weight. I'm not looking for a significant weight loss, but I would like to lose a little bit of weight during this challenge, or at least jumpstart that. So yeah, today's just day 1. I hope you guys stick around to the very end to see what the results are.